I'm live once again. Hopefully, I could save the stream this time. So, remember that video I did? Like, the one or two videos I did? Where, I talked about the Rebecca situation? Well, Matti actually did make a video about the old testimonies not that long ago, and I need to watch it, like, right now. So, we're gonna be here for around an hour. Just letting you all know that. I'm gonna crank it up to 13. I think that should be fine for the volume.
Short answer, I personally have no idea what I was thinking when signing on to this. And yet there were 5 of us who did it.
Yeah, please note the warning for anyone watching this. I'm gonna keep this pause for a moment, but anyway. Yeah, hi, welcome back. And we're gonna be reacting to this. I've only seen just the first couple minutes, and I haven't seen much afterwards. I wasn't even expecting to talk about this situation again, but here we are, so yeah, let's get into this. Like I said, we have an hour of this to get through.
Hi, I'm Matti, an artist on the internet and a man trying to find his lost brain cells. A few days ago, I hosted a live stream saying I was open to reacting to my old testimony in Rebecca's addressing my abuse video when the topic came up. I denied doing it because I didn't want to seem like I'm leeching off of the Star Giant stuff. I still don't want to seem like I'm leeching off of it. I was genuinely curious to see how these testimonies hold up after 2 years. Although these testimonials seem like they had a real bone to pick with John because his testimonials genuinely had a real bone to pick with Rebecca, I can almost assure you that John has no ill will towards any of these individuals, including myself.
Keep in mind, I haven't seen any of the testimony videos. I just watched the 2 videos that Mr. Enter did. Like, the first video that was about, like, around an hour long, where it was about the Rebecca situation, mostly. And then the second video, which was nearly 2 hours long, addressing a bunch of other people. So I haven't seen this, and I want to mention this right here and right now. Matti will actually mention the 3-hour video about addressing Rebecca's abuse. I haven't seen the video, but I'm very well aware that Mr. Enter did archive it, so just letting you all know in case anyone wants to ask me.
Despite the fact that there are 5 of these, I will only be reacting to 4 of them,
Get this charger out of here.
Being Dar the Star. A quick reminder to who Dar the Star is. She was a former friend, artist, editor, and server moderator for Rebecca Starlight. You name it, she probably did it. But the treatment she was given in return does not
Ella. Hi. Hello.
make me happy. She tried to warn Rebecca about Necopon and told her to do a background check on her, and as a result, Rebecca blocked and banned Dar instead. When I convinced Dar to ditch Rebecca like I did at the time, we were both labeled as abusers, even though she abused us.
I'm gonna mention this. I was planning to make this an entire voice recording, but I didn't want to record this for nearly an hour long, so I thought a live stream would be way easier. Hey, Zach. You know, funny story, around the time that 1-hour video came out, off topic for a moment, like, the 1-hour video that Mr. Renner made, I actually did directly message Matti, and I just told him that I'm sorry about the situation that happened, and he did seem to understand it, and I don't direct message him much. In fact, the only time I did was just replying to his story, but that's about it. Anyway. Funny emojis.
But of all the mistreatment I've seen towards Dar, her testimony is the absolute worst. Rebecca asked her to do a testimony just like the rest of us, and what transpires is Dar lamenting on some pretty deep shit.
Yeah, Zach, just, where's that warning? Yeah, see, you can probably barely see it, but, we're in for some dark topics. Letting you all know that right here and now, so.
For the sake of Dar's partnership, but if Rebecca had any conscience whatsoever, she would not have included it in the final video. I don't recommend watching it here to feel sympathy for Dar, because as previously stated, there are other
I see. Yep.
to do so. But if you do decide to look it up for yourself, watch it at your own risk. And yes, I did get Dar's permission to speak up about this in this video. With all that in mind, let's get into the nitty-gritty of it. What you'll notice is that I go out of order. I'm the second testimonial, but I reacted to mine first because I initially wanted to do just mine, but I felt like I needed to shine some light on the rest, good or bad. You'll see why. It is 1:50 in the morning on February 15th, 2025, and I am here reacting to something that came out a couple years ago. If all goes according to plan, then this video will be up by the time this video turns like what 2 years old. Yeah. Today I'm gonna be responding to or tonight I'm gonna be responding or reacting to the
Kid's mess at the bottom. Oh. No, that's my mess. But don't pay attention to that, Zach. Just so you know.
testimonials in the infamous addressing my abuse video. So yeah, this is gonna be real fun. Okay, so I wrote a bunch of timestamps, like indicating where each testimony is. I'll probably delete it later on. So it's just so that it makes my job easier and that it's hard to navigate because this video is 3 hours long, and it's like hard enough to find all of the important clips because she rambles on for so long. But yeah, with all that said, let's get into it. I am not looking forward to this. Oh, and for the record, I am reacting to most of these like completely blind. I have not seen all of these in full since this video's inception, since it came out.
Same here, man. Same.
So let's get into this.
We'll now talk about it.
Oh boy.
All right, I guess I'll do this. Hey, I'm Matti. You know, the art guy. Okay, so right out of the gate, you can already tell that it sounds like I don't want to be there, despite the fact that I chose to be there. So, this is already off to an interesting start.
Mm-hmm.
I call myself the art guy as if I don't have anything more interesting going for me. Also, I hate looking at this avatar. It is so old. Like that hoodie color is like really dark and desaturated. I might have to look into like getting that into my newer software. And those glasses, man. The eyes, man, it's so outdated and weird. It's not good. We're not like 5 to 10 seconds in, and I'm already just rambling on for no reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, let's see what I have to say. Working with Rebecca has had many ups and downs, especially as of late with all the controversy and drama going on.
I am very well aware of this, because in that video Mr. Enter did, there was a lot to explain, but I'm just gonna cut it short. Matti actually did quit the job that Rebecca actually gave him, because, like, I know Rebecca didn't pay him very well and stuff like that. Like, there's a fair amount to talk about with this, but just letting you know, check out the 1 hour video that Mr. Enter did. That not the one that's nearly 2 hours long, like the other one, because Manny in that video went into more detail. Just letting you know.
Now, don't get me wrong, I like working with Rebecca, especially with all the friends I've made along the way that I've come to view as family.
He's gonna mention that right now.
At least half of that sentence made it seem like I was self-aware of this whole situation. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Let's see what else I have to say. But I've always felt a bit underutilized. I'm not gonna complain, but sometimes when I am being utilized, I'm given such a short amount of time to work on projects, causing thumbnails for videos to be finished after a video already goes up. Okay, I think I know what I was talking about here. I think back when I initially wrote and recorded this, I was kind of like internally bitching about not being in enough videos, like not having like cameos of me actually voicing things or like, you know, talking about stuff. Like, for example, her what was it, Loud House School video, because she did a whole section where she wanted to talk about that whole Canada song, and since I'm Canadian, it would have made sense for me to actually like tear that song to shreds. Like, spoiler alert, I absolutely hate that song.
I was gonna say I don't blame you, but this is Rebecca we're talking about here, and yeah, like I mentioned, I gave like 1 or 2 videos about the situation.
Otherwise, I think I was also internally bitching about the fact that I wasn't in enough like Pixar Path episodes, even though I asked to be in one, and she said no. But
Yeesh.
yeah, I kind of see what I'm getting at here, so let's move on.
I was gonna say, like, I don't think, um, I was gonna say she was probably being rude or something like that. I'm not sure. Because I mean, if this is your first time just asking to be in a video, I would have probably just said yes. But we all know Rebecca. She's probably not gonna listen to some people who just mentioned that anyway.
For example, I was only given 5 to 10 minutes to work on the top 10 worst Christmas animation thumbnail.
By the way, I'm seeing a fair amount of people just enter the stream and then leave. I mean, that's fine, but I'm just pointing that out.
Pitch the YouTube game Commentator made a comment on in this video, and I defended myself there, and will defend myself again here. So, okay. It was when I was initially recording this, it was so goddamn hard for me to say the Afromateer's name. So I know how to say it now, but back then I was just getting tongue twisted all the time. But yeah, if you guys have seen my original video on Rebecca, then you'll know like the context behind this story. Like she didn't say I have 5 to 10 minutes to work on that thumbnail. It was basically when I got back, I was like working against the clock. Basically, like the video was like going up, and I didn't have anything like good.
I hate to say this, I didn't see that video. Like I mentioned, I just found the video that Mr. Enter did where you were in it. That's it. By the way, I did recently find his channel, and, Matty, I am subscribed to this, so I'm well aware of whatever you make in the future. Just letting you know.
I'm still rambling on. Yeah, it was a race against the clock. I didn't have any like resources, any time, nothing like that. So like, yeah. So it seemed like 5 to 10 minutes. I wasn't like explicitly given that much amount of time to actually make the thumbnail. And yeah. But yeah, back to watching me bitch about the Afromateer. Well, it seemed like I only had a few minutes to work on it because I was very busy that day, which you could tell if you looked at the following timestamps. Okay, so I provided screenshots for Rebecca to actually like post in like. Hold on, I posted. I provided screenshots to provide in like this area of the screen that she was supposed to insert to have like better context of my whole situation, but
I guess she didn't do it because either one or two reasons. She was lazy, or she didn't feel like it. Or both. Yeah, probably both.
she didn't really do that. I don't know why she didn't do that. But yeah. It's probably just like a side effect of Rebecca's like really lazy editing. Because she takes like all these shortcuts and doesn't really listen to all the audio provided and like provide the resources needed to make her editing and make the statements come across as like more clear. So yeah.
Completely understood. There.
Look, guys, something I take very seriously is my art and how people view it. And if you think something online is lazy, then you should probably stop and think, maybe it's just this client's asking for this. Because people have stated that I have the skills of an amazing artist.
That is true, actually. Like, Maddie, if you're watching this, I have seen most of the stuff you post on Instagram, and I will say, well done, man. Well done. I don't know if I would actually hire you to be an animator for me. If so, I could say this right here and now. I would pay you way better, like, before you even do anything than what Rebecca could. And I would actually treat you like a normal fucking person and, like, a good friend rather than someone who is extremely questionable, to put it lightly. But trust me, I would treat Manny way better than Rebecca if I were to ever have him as my animator. But I don't plan to, honestly. But if I ever do, then I don't know. I guess expect that at some point.
Yes, we get it. You were like back then. You were moderate at best, dude. Like your art back then was not as good as it is now. Like, you're only gonna get better from here. I don't know why you're bitching. I think like if I was doing this with Grace, then she would probably just say, "Wah, you're crying about the fact that people thought your art was lazy." Wah, wah. I'm probably having way too much fun with this. Or, like, I'm trying to have fun with this because this is not fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, there are people around me that can make better artwork than myself. Like, okay, I hate to go off topic here for just a quick moment. I do make artwork, but it's not really the best. I mainly just do edits and stuff like that because that's just easy for me to work on. Like the thumbnail you're seeing this off of right now. I just found a random piece of artwork off of Matty's Instagram that I feel like could work. Inserted my OC, some text, and bam, that's it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's move on here. To be honest, I'm kind of having fun watching this, but like this is supposed to be a bit of a serious video, and we're not even 10 minutes in, barely. Okay, let's. And I'm 15 minutes in on this live stream too. Oh my god.
in fact, Rebecca has asked me to make drawn art on multiple occasions. However, she doesn't pay me right away. But I'm well aware of her financial situations, and when she does pay me, she pays me a good amount. A good amount. A good amount.
Are you being sarcastic? A good amount. Like, I mentioned this already. Maddie, if I wanted you to make artwork for me, I would pay you right away. Like, you know, for how much you wanted. I don't plan to do that right now, but if I really wanted to, I would do that right now. Before you even start the thing. Just letting you know.
Sure, buddy. Okay. So, for my drawn artworks, like, because Rebecca was the first person who ever actually, like, commissioned me for artworks, we were discussing, like, what seemed fair at the time. And, like, back then, I only charged, like, $30 to $45 for a completed art piece. Which...
If I ever commission you, I'm probably just going to pick maybe the 25 one or something like that. I don't know.
Is
Anyway.
not a very good price range or a very good wage considering my quality of art. I think even back then I was like severely underselling myself when it comes to artwork, which is like not a good thing to do regardless of who's in charge and what their financial situation is like. So yeah, you kind of like you undersold yourself severely, dude. I don't know what you were cooking back then.
Me neither.
He doesn't pay me for Photoshop jobs, but let's be real. Anyway.
Oh boy, let me read this. Maddie has unwanted payments for the Photoshop drawings, though I wonder, or I'm sorry, now I pay faster and give Maddie more time for drawings now that I used to in the past. Oh really? Rebecca, really? Yeah, at the same time you treat him horribly, and you know you didn't properly pay him. Really? Are you sure about that? Yeah, Mr. Inner did mention that, like, Maddie wasn't properly paid for the stuff that he, did for Rebecca. I'm well aware of that, and that sucks. Sorry to deal with that, dude.
Bad job. Alright, let's, I will admit, like, I didn't explicitly say that I wanted to be paid for Photoshop jobs, like, or, hold on, I think, if memory serves me right, then I think I wanted to be paid for Photoshop jobs for like $5, but she said that like she wouldn't pay me for that. And like a quick reminder, that was like most of what I did in my entire time working for her. So I was essentially just being like overworked, underpaid severely, not even being paid at all for those. But let's see what this editor.
I see.
I has not wanted like payments for Photoshop on those things. Oh, okay, yeah. This is horrible text, by the way. I don't know why she has her drop shadow be that far from the font.
Like, excuse me. The art app I use doesn't even have drop shadow. Like, I would have picked probably a better text than this. With, something you could see easier. I don't even know how to add drop shadow, but I'm happy about that, because it looks pretty bad here. Pardon the multiple clicking. I'm using my controller for this. Just letting you know.
Yeah. I think that's like the only thing that Rebecca bothered to actually add to this testimony. But let's see what else I have to say. Am I calling myself Rebecca's best artist? No, because art is subjective. It takes a lot of passion to create something truly amazing. You're not wrong.
That's true.
Like you're not wrong in like the passion thing, but you are wrong in the sense that you were Rebecca's best artist. Like I like to be humble when it comes to my art at least. So I wasn't gonna like toot my own horn to say, "Oh, I'm Rebecca's best artist." Like, no, that's not a very good title for me to have. I don't want that to be on my like tombstone or something.
I don't think that'll be on your tombstone. It'll be anything but that statement. I swear of it.
Like, sure, my art is good and everything. I was probably Rebecca's best editor, and I think I have to agree when people tell me that now, considering like the competition or like the like everyone else, like how everyone else was like drawing Rebecca and everything. Like some were good and some were chanteur.
Yep.
All right, let's see what else.
Okay.
But now for what you really want me to talk about. Has Rebecca abused me in any way? Yes. Thankfully, no.
Yes, Mr. Enter brought this up. I'm not even gonna bother going back, but trust me, Mr. Enter did bring that up. Anyway.
That's not to say she hasn't done some things that haven't gotten under my skin. Yes, like that is a complete lie right there. But I'm gonna let myself finish before I continue further. Such as her not letting me hide Easter eggs in everything I do, although half the thumbnails I made barely contain any places for me to hide any. Some very awkward situations the two of us share sometimes, and how she occasionally treats others, especially our mutual friends. I won't go into details for that last one, but I will say this. Rebecca is still capable of trying to make up for her mistakes. She isn't.
Bullshit. Bullshit past Matti. I hate to say this, but that's bullshit.
But yeah, that is a 100% lie, dude. You just told a lie to your audience or to the audience. Like Rebecca did abuse you. She did abuse her friends. And yeah, I don't know what I was cooking when it comes to like talking about the whole Easter egg thing. Sure, I like hiding Easter eggs when it comes to drawing things I do for other people, or at least I used to. I don't really do that a lot nowadays because it's like, yeah, it's not really all that important. Like, if I wanted to hide an Easter egg or something in any thumbnail I make for anyone else, I'd probably just like hide or probably just add a watermark or something. I don't know. All right, let's see what else you have to say, dude.
Okay then.
Is she any good at it? No, not as much as you'd like. But it's always better to at least try and improve as opposed to remaining this awful version of yourself. And I still very much think that this video is a bad idea because it may open some old wounds for Rebecca, but I guess it's too late to stop her now, is it?
Okay then.
Wow, I was so passive aggressive. That is, I gotta applaud myself for that. Honestly, that's my testimony. Like, the thing about my testimonies, I forget it constantly. I forget what I say in it, but that is, I I think I have to agree with everyone when they tell me that that is the best testimony in the entire video.
I mean, I believe you compared to the other 3 or 4 that we have coming up. Like, if that really is the best video, then I will the best testimony. Then I will agree to it. But let's see what other shit we're gonna get ourselves into. We're not even a half hour in.
Because yeah, I was passive aggressive, and I don't know what I was cooking with like everything else in it. I don't know. I guess we'll soon see what the others are like. Okay, so as a quick little bonus, we are going to be reacting to, or I'm going to be reacting to the other testimonies, starting with Chelsea, aka Cartoon Gale. But first, I feel like it's important for me to show the first few seconds of like the last few seconds of what Rebecca's actually saying before it transitioned to like the testimonies to see how sloppy her editing is, or her stream of broken consciousness, as John puts it. So, alright, let's view this.
John, you and I have never been in the same room together. Hell, we never have been in the same state together.
That is entirely irrelevant to to the entirety of the video. Like, what is being in the same state, in the same room as John, have anything to do with what you're trying to make this entire video about?
I don't know. Maybe she didn't mention this, but I don't know. I haven't seen the full 3-hour video, and I kind of don't plan to. But anyway,
that's dumb. Just you're dumb, Rebecca.
Here's this quote from me.
Tell me about it.
If you were me, then you would understand me. But if you aren't me, then you won't fully understand me. We could have talked things out, but John and I never once had our own PC conversation of just the two of us.
Neither have we. That's not entirely something that really matters in the grand scheme of like creating something like trying to fix your mistakes or something like that. Like if people don't want to VC to you directly, then just leave it at that. Like don't bother them about this and don't make these hour-long tantrums about you not getting to VC with your former boss or something like that, or someone you really looked up to, because like I have people I looked up to that I don't really get to VC one-on-one all the time, and I'm cool with that, you know? Like, people have their own lives. So,
I was gonna mention. Sorry for the content, like bringing the menu up. It's just like I'm waiting for a right time to pause. I'm not even on Mr. Ender's Discord server, and I do VC with some of my friends, but it's not like every single night. It's just like whatever either I'm in the mood for it or anything like such. But it's usually at least like once a week or something like that. But anyway. Yeah, anyway.
so with all that said, let's continue.
Trolls were like this, or are like this, actually. Even when I was in group VCs, John would barely talk. Do you think that I would have friends in the present, John, both online and in person?
Well, I don't think you have any now.
Nope.
But yeah.
Because, Rebecca, nobody wants anything to do with you other than this entire situation you pretty much got yourself into. Like, you know.
Been in VCs with John a few times. Like, he's not as talkative, but, like, what do you expect? He's not, like, a chatterbox or anything. Like, he just sounds tired a lot of the time. And I would know. Because, again, I've been in VCs with him before. Like, he did a few live streams where we even, like, you can't even see as much.
I haven't been on any of Enter's live streams. Just letting you know, I haven't been on any.
If I acted like how you describe me, the answer is simple. You are wrong about me, John. You have no right to judge who I am as a person if you don't personally know me. And no, John or any of his teammates did not personally know me.
I don't think they care to know you. Because...
Me neither.
Some of them did, but I don't think they really, like, wanted to, like, get involved with all this. Or this is a really dumb statement. Like, they might have known you, they just didn't care about you because you treated them like shit, basically. Like,
That's one way to put it.
For people like Wes and Grace, like, you treated them awfully. Like, they have no reason to interact with you after you got fired. So,
because to cut a long story short, Grace was only treated as just a business partner, and that's it. And I know Minkin did like stuff for Rebecca, but actually didn't receive any payment. Oh, that was back when that was like the 40-minute video that Mr. Enter made, but that was when Rebecca actually got fired. Not like the whole 1-hour video I mentioned like 3 times so far, or maybe less than that.
oh, it's just like, who really cares what you have to say about them? Because they certainly don't. I don't know if, again, it's like late at night and I'm just rambling at this point. But yeah, let's continue.
But to really help my claim on why I'm actually...
How long is this segment? Oh, okay, never mind. I was about to say, how long is this Rebecca segment going on for, but never mind.
...in helping people, we're going to listen to my first speech from my friend, Chelsea.
Okay, I should probably brace myself for this. Let's get into this.
Hey there, everybody.
Yep.
My name is Chelsea, also known as Cartoon Gal. I date a collaboration with Rebecca last year on her top 10 best Gravity Falls list.
I know that because I made the thumbnail for it.
And I didn't know that because I didn't see the video and because I don't even pay attention to Rebecca's channel.
One of the things that I'm going to debunk is what Mr. Enter said on Rebecca when it comes to social cues. She actually does understand them.
I highly doubt that because of like the whole, like she'll claim that she understands social cues, but at the same time she'll just be horny about she'll just be horny in any conversation that she's in. So yeah.
Watch, that happens like 90% of the time. No, I'm not kidding. That probably happened like 90% of the time.
Not off to the best start.
No.
So if you can apologize to Crimson, John, why can't you apologize to Rebecca as well?
The answer is simple. They Rebecca owes them an apology for how terribly she treated each and every single member on John's team.
Yeah. Yeah, Rebecca deserves to apologize to them way more than the other way around. But after all this, is it really even worth it? Probably not, considering that Rebecca is... how could I say... I was gonna say she's a monster, but I don't want to say that. I don't know. I don't know, but let's just say this. She deserves way more than just apologizing if she ever wants to try and reform herself. I don't think that'll happen, but if it does for some reason, then yeah, she's gonna have to do. You're gonna have to do way more than just apologizing.
Including me, including you even, because she asked you to make this testimony. As we'll soon see, it does not get better from here.
Just making her the 7th worst entry on her worst list only adds more fuel to the fire. And you shit talker.
Really? Okay, Mr. Enter had a reason to put it on the list. Because have you seen any video where Rebecca actually, edited Mr. Enter's videos? To cut a long story short, that's why Rebecca was fired, by the way. She added a crap ton of stuff that Mr. Enter didn't want, and she specifically did stuff that Mr. Enter didn't want her to do. And, at one point, she actually wanted to edit herself in that, one anime atrocity about the Fairly Odd Parents, because she really wanted to be in one of Mr. Enter's videos. I have seen the re-edit, and I'm just happy that the original actually is archived. I'm not gonna lie about that, but anyway. But just know that, yeah. And Rebecca, Rebecca just got fired also because, after all of this, Mr. Enter specifically hired her for her editing speed, and did all of this garbage for pretty much her own reason. Anyway, moving on.
Multiple times in that video.
That's the double standard, actually, because Rebecca shit talks John a whole lot more than John shit talks him or shit talks her. Rebecca shit talks John a lot more than John shit talks her. That's my correction. I have my phone closer on. Okay. Nothing too important. But yeah, that statement is just a total double standard. And it doesn't... I have a feeling it probably won't get better from here.
Nope.
And that only came out last week. At the time of this, I'll even say that it's all your fault.
Okay, that is some terrible audio work. I don't know what that was. But yeah.
So why do you still blame Rebecca? No other editor or artist or whatever got this treatment. And Rebecca's done some good edits for you, like Man of the North 2, Certifiable Super Sitter, Camp Coral, My Gym Partner's a Monkey, 2000 Sneakerama, Thundercats Roar, Samurai Jack season.
Oh my god, you're just listing literally every single edit that she's done. But you wanna know why Mr. Enter was still cool to Rebecca? Everything that is currently going on.
5 and Soul.
Okay, so I mean this with no disrespect to Cartoon Gal, but you probably have like very poor taste in art and like audio and edit or video editing. If you think those are actually good, because like her Norm of the North edit is not that great, and I've seen it myself, and it's just
Same here. Same with the 2.5 version of it.
it's bad. I had something else to say. I should probably rewind a little bit.
One of the most. And Rebecca's done some artist or what? Still blame Rebecca. No other editor or artist or whatever got this treatment.
Yeah, because no other artist or editor, to my knowledge, has done enough bad things to warrant that kind of response, like from John personally. Because you don't really see someone like, say, Crimson Mayhem, like going on like 3-hour tirades about how John was a bad boss or whatever. Because as John himself said, that most artists, editors, like pretty much everyone of that nature, they all left on completely mutual terms with them. Yeah, departure was mutual in all of those other cases except for Rebecca, because she was, to my knowledge, is the only editor that he had to fire.
I mentioned that already, and I was actually gonna mention it here, but thank you for cutting. Well, not cutting it. Thank you for beating me to the punch.
So,
Or,
yeah,
or however you say that word or sentence.
they're not gonna receive this kind of treatment.
And Rebecca's 2000s Nicarana. And Rebecca is a way better editor than you, John.
Tell me that's a joke. No, really. Tell me that's a joke. I don't know, Maddie. What do you have to say to this?
I disagree, because I've seen enough of John's editing and enough of Rebecca's editing to really have a full grasp on who's like the better editor.
I'm still gonna say John is the better editor than Rebecca, and I'm not saying that because Rebecca is an asshole. Well, no, because, like, I've known Mr. Enter for years. Way more than Rebecca, and I can tell that sometimes his editing isn't really anything special. But in my opinion, he does a great job with it. And, Rebecca is not really that good of an editor myself, even though I don't care about her, but anyway.
Yeah, that's not the best, not the best statement.
Especially 2022, 2023. Rebecca was only mad at you for giving bad advice that led to Hope almost committing suicide 20 times.
Wait, what? Excuse me. What?
Okay, bad advice in terms of Wes, in terms of like what handling how Wes was going through like depression that causes that kind of like I don't know. Like I also don't like how she's getting people like Chelsea or Cartoon Gal to also misgender and dead name Wes. But then again, I don't think Chelsea knew about Wes's trans status either at the time. But I just know that he's not going to be appreciative to that statement or to that knowledge once he sees this video, if at all. So let's continue.
Yeah.
Rebecca herself had to fix. Yeah, Rebecca said something bad in one moment, but can you blame her? 2020 sucked for everybody.
It did. It sucked for everybody. It sucked for me. But Rebecca is making it seem like 2020 sucked for her a lot more than everyone else.
And does she give any proof? Probably not, but still.
Which, like, she really needed to get over her narcissism, but she just didn't. And as such, she's made 2020 sound like the worst year of her life when everyone else was in the same boat.
Yeah.
But this is why you need to listen, John. Rebecca listens to people. Now it's your turn.
Okay, she probably doesn't. That's all I'm gonna say. She probably doesn't listen to people.
And how do I know Rebecca is a good listener, John? Well, sit back and listen good, as I'm about to tell you. I remember the day I first met Rebecca. I was
Oh boy.
scrolling through YouTube looking for something to watch when I caught one of those Cartoon Network 64 videos.
This sounds like How I Met Hidaki. No, really, this sounds a lot like How I Met Hidaki. Although for him, it was in a positive way because that's how I got into the Bluey franchise. And yeah, I did hate him for a while, but can you blame me for this? Like, he did some stuff that would seem more than controversial. But recently, I did make that video where I no longer hate him, and that still does stand by. But yeah, seriously, this sounds so similar to How I Met Hidaki, but again, it was for a positive thing. That helped me get into the Bluey franchise, but for this, I doubt this will be the other way around.
It was either Dexter's Laboratory or Cow and Chicken. I can't remember which. But her review video really caught my attention. So I started watching more and more of her videos and interacting in the live stream chat. Then I noticed that she had a Discord group.
Yeah, that's how she gets you.
I don't plan on ever joining that stupid Discord server, by the way. I think she got rid of it. I don't know, though.
You think like she's a good person or an alright person based on like her content that she puts out, but then once you actually get to know her a little bit, you still think that she's a good person, but soon enough you wind up realizing that she's not like the best.
No.
And I'm just gonna comment on this too. Like I kind of hear some cartoons going in the background. Like I don't know if you were like watching cartoons and recording this audio at the same time, which is like kind of unprofessional. But then again, like she's like Chelsea's probably not like the most professional when it comes to audio editing or audio recording or something like that.
I mean, you did criticize her audio earlier. But again, but like for Hidaki, he was an alright content creator until the third iceberg video, and that's when he started to go downhill for me. And I didn't even know him in person at the time. The only time I did try to directly message him before, the conversation opened up was him doing an OC tier list, which never happened, so that was kind of a lie, pretty much. And he wouldn't accept my OC because it had to look like a dog. I'm not here to derail off topic, but just know this sounds extremely similar. Oh wait, I clicked the wrong thing.
And I mean that with no disrespect whatsoever. She's probably not like well versed in the whole like YouTube landscape when it comes to recording audio. But yeah, let's continue.
So I joined, messaged her, and from there, me and Rebecca became great friends. Now I'm a big cartoon nerd, hence my username.
So, wait, hold on. Did you get your username because you were talking to Rebecca and getting into like cartoons and stuff? Because if you did, I feel so sorry for you more than I already do.
Yeah.
Because I feel like me going by my username because Rebecca calls me that. But yeah, that's not great if that's true.
And I'm happy that me and Rebecca shared the same love and bond for animation. But I don't just like
Anyone could have that. No, really, literally anyone and everyone could probably have that same bond.
talking and being friends with Rebecca for animation. I also really enjoy talking to her because we talk about other things in life. She also likes hanging out with me and my nice qualities. She just likes me for me, and she especially really knows how to take the time to listen to me when things get really bad, and is always there to cheer me up.
Yeah, and I'll say this too, like you also have other people who are a lot nicer than Rebecca to actually talk to and actually get along with because like I remember I was in your Discord server too back in the day. I think I ended up leaving because I was kind of bored, but I was still open to talking to you a little bit more, like if you were to like reach out and stuff like that. Like I'm pretty sure like there were other people in Rebecca's server that I could also talk to and become great friends with. But the way this is kind of coming off as makes it sound like you're being a little bit parasocial, kind of like how Rosalie Ramsey kind of sounded when she, like whenever she talked about Rebecca. But I don't know. That's probably just me. You're probably not that way now.
Yep, pretty much. I don't really have anything else to say about that.
Like when things got really bad with my mom, and whenever she got all violent and started yelling or farting around the house, or whenever I get a really bad memory of her, Rebecca always listened to me and calmed me down. She even gave me advice on how to handle my mom and her gross fart obsession.
Okay, this is kind of weird.
I mean, yeah. Do I even need to say anything about this? Probably. Oh, BlueFan888. Hey, I didn't know you were on YouTube. Nice. Welcome. It's a shame you Hang on. I'm trying to see if I get. I wish YouTube could make this way easier so I could just subscribe to your channel right out of the gate, but oh well. Sorry about that. Anyway, sorry you have to be on this video of all things, or this stream of all things, but yeah. Anyway, let's just continue.
I don't know why you would talk to random people online for that kind of advice, but I'm not gonna I'm not gonna deny that I do that too sometimes. But I don't know what you expect Rebecca to do to help you handle that situation, other than just like yeah, you probably mentioned the word fetish, and that just immediately grabs Rebecca's attention.
It is true though. It is true.
And yeah, where was I going with this? I had a point. I should probably. I kind of don't want to rewind, but I will ask you this: like, did Rebecca actually ask you to talk about your mother on a testimony about her or defending her?
No, because I didn't contact Rebecca in any way, shape, or form. I still don't advise anyone to talk to her, like, at all. After the video I made and everything that Mr. Enter talked about, I highly advise all of you to still not talk to Rebecca Starlight, because clearly, all this history will just repeat itself again. So, no, Maddie, I did not directly talk to her. In fact, I would stay away from her as far as you can, clearly. I know I made that video, like, again, I'm just mentioning this here. I know I made that video, like, about nearly a year ago, but that was just me recapping the entire video that Mr. Renner made that was an hour long, and I do still advise all of you to not contact Rebecca in any way, shape, or form. Okay.
That's what I want to know. Like, I should have asked you about all this before I started recording all this, but you know what? Like, I might ask you about this, like, once this video goes up. But
Sorry, I'm
for
trying to
right
tap the
now,
screen.
we're just gonna ask you some questions as if you'll probably answer them. I don't know.
Like, for example, she taught me to stand up for myself and not let my mom get away with ruling over me and my dad, and it worked out so well.
Yeah, more power to you. Like, it's nice to stand up for yourself and everything, but yeah. I, I'm pretty sure if you were to talk to anyone else, they would also tell you to stand up for yourself and not take no bull from nobody.
This is why I tend to get pretty defensive about anything, really, that I'm into. Like, if I get a bad comment on YouTube, I could either do one or two things. Either remove it or reply to that comment and, well, actually, no. I haven't replied to it. I just straight up delete it. But, yeah. Now, thankfully, I haven't gotten as much negative comments lately, which, thank God, but, like, most of my videos still don't have their comments on them, and I do not plan on changing that. I'm just gonna keep them off. Which I know may seem like kind of an overreaction, but I have had negative criticism before in the comments, and I had to delete a fair amount of them. But yeah, that is pretty common sense. This is why I get this is why I get pretty defensive about this stuff.
But that's just me. I probably talk to like other people too, and so that way I can have like other like a very more like a lot more people will tell me I should stand up for myself and not just Rebecca. But like I said, that's just me.
Me and my dad were able to get her to leave the house, which I'll get into more later on. But look at
How long is this testimony? Oh my God, it lasts that long. Oh boy, this is gonna take a while.
Rebecca
We're only a half hour into this.
helped me out. She taught me to stand up for myself, and if it
You just said that. Did you accidentally reread that part of your script? If you have one, if not, then I would at the very least recheck your audio before, getting it uploaded and everything. That's what I usually do.
weren't for her advice, I wouldn't be so bold and brave, and my mom would most likely still be living at my house to this very day.
But like, would she though? Again, I feel like if you talk to other people about this, they probably also encourage you to be braver and bolder and stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's still good that you managed to get your mom out of the house and like not take her like bullcrap anymore or bullshit. I don't know why I keep trying to sugarcoat the fact that I don't have a problem with swear words.
I don't have a problem with swears either. I say them almost all the time on YouTube. Just well, okay, not all the time, but like, okay, yeah, mostly all the time. Anyway, let's just move on.
Again, I'll get to that later on. Rebecca really helped me out.
Later on, how long was this testimony again? Oh jeez. Oh Jesus. I am in for some shit.
Same.
Oh boy.
It saved me from my mother. She's just a fantastic friend. But yeah.
We know that's not even true anymore. Say, Cartoon Gal, say all you want positively about Rebecca, but we know Rebecca is a horrible person and everything that I've mentioned multiple damn times on this stream already. Just saying.
As I've mentioned earlier, my mom unfortunately has a really disgusting fart fetish. You heard that right. The short answer is because she had.
I'm gonna read these real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I will say this. I kind of agree with Rebecca here.
Really?
But I will also say this about your mother. She sounds like a deranged lunatic if she's doing all that intentionally. Yeah, that sounds like terrible. I feel so sorry for you.
An ex-boyfriend that was smelly and gross and had a farm.
I read some of that as well, actually. I'm not kidding. I feel like stopping this reaction because I'm only a half hour in and I'm already getting bored of this. I know this is supposed to be a serious video, and this live stream is barely an hour long. I just don't fucking know anymore. Like, look at how much longer this lasts off of Cartoon Girl alone. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I kind of don't want to continue this. Yeah, I give up. I'm done. I'm sorry. It's just, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm only a half hour in, and I'm just gonna stop the video there. Maddie, I'm sorry, but I'm stopping it here. But I will say, though, this will get saved. If it does work, which I hope so. Because, you want to know something? I did do a live stream talking about the 4 episodes we got of Death Battle back last year. Unfortunately, the stream did not save properly. And I actually had to delete it, so that's because I was constantly tired of the waiting screen and not doing anything else. But I will try to, at the very least, let this sync up. It's okay? Thank you. Bluey fan, you probably don't even know about the Rebecca Starlight situation. I will just say this. Again, don't contact her. Just look at the videos that Mr. Enter made, and they'll dive into way more detail. I'll probably send them to you on Instagram. But yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry, but, like, I'm 35 minutes in, and I'm gonna stop the video here, because I'm getting tired of this. But anyway, that's about it. I don't plan on finishing this video live or anything like that, but yeah. Anyway, that's it. I'll see y'all later with you next time, and that'll be all for now.